everyone, Twice the Trouble here, and welcome back to my Keith cosplay build. As you can see, off screen, I went and trimmed the coat, so it's now about the right length. I also took off the end of the sleeves and the collar, so my coat is now at its most basic form, and I have torn off everything I needed to, so now I can start actually building it back up. I have some yellow and white fabric I'm going to use for that. I'm actually decided that I'm going to put it on top of the coat instead of on, like, cutting it out and putting it back on, because, well, I talked to one of my cosplay friends and they suggested, since the fabric's different, to do that instead. As you see, I have some old yellow fabric that's almost exactly what I need it to be. I'll probably fold it in half, have it double width, so I can go like that. I also have some nice white fabric. It's a little shiny, but I think I can use the other side that's not quite as shiny. And that I'm going to use for the collar, and for the stripes, and for the arrow in the back. I'm calling it an arrow, I'm pretty sure it's not, but anyways, for the collar and the sleeves, I still have the bits and pieces I cut off the coat, and I'm going to use those as templates. Also for the collar, since we kind of need it stiff, I have some like stiffening fabric. I'm not exactly sure what that's called, but it's like this stuff that just holds fabric up that you need to be held up, and I'm going to use that so we can so it'll stay up the way I want it and not go flapping in the breeze. Anyways, and once all that stuff is on, I'm going to then do a little bit of hemming. Like, we'll do I know that there's some white down here, which I'll use ribbon on. I'm not sure if there's some at the bottom. I don't think so. I think I'll just have to hem it regularly. I still also have to take off, like, a few inches, looks about 3 inches at the bottom, and then sew it back on so I can get that seam right there that he has on his coat. But yeah, I'm gonna do most of that off screen, because last time I did the video and I tried to do everything with the fast forwarding, it just took way too long and I didn't like it. So I'll get back to you. Before I do this, I like to have a visual representation of what I'm doing, and this is basically the plan. I know it was drawn very quickly, it kind of sucks, but see, this part I already have a pattern for, and this as well. This I'm just going to cut out, so I don't need measurements here. These are the measurements for the stripes. It's longer at the bottom than at the top because of the sleeves and the way it attaches. Then this little thing over here, it's for the arrow, it's actually going to be across the shoulders, it would be 14, and it'd be 14 down to the base of the seam right here, so that'll work out very well. Alright, another update. I got everything mapped out. I'm trying something new, and instead of drawing it on like I normally do, I'm abusing the heck out of that painter's tape. Right here is one of the sleeves, the cuffs actually. This is going to be the last one I cut out, so once everything else is cut out, I'm going to just fold the remainders, and then so I can cut this out twice. Over here is the arrow, well, half of it anyways. As you can see, it's on a seam, so I'll get both sides, and both will look exactly the same. And here's the collar, which I use the other collar as a map. And right here is the stripe. Now, hopefully, the painter's tape works very well, because if it does, I'm going to abuse the heck out of it in the future. If not, well, you'll never see it again, and I'll have to figure out something else. Alrighty then, let's see how this goes. Hey everyone, I finished the cutting, so figured I'd pinned it on the coat to see what it would look like, and it looks pretty good so far. Even though it's like really rough, it's actually starting to look like Keith's coat, which is kind of exciting. I love it when it starts to come together and actually look like what you want it to look like, instead of just the thing that you bought. And it just kind of makes me excited. Anyways, it's really rough right now. As you can see, the stripes are too long at the moment. The collar is not even attached. If you look really close, you can see the arrow here is not where it positioned quite right. I have to move it up farther and then adjust the hem here. I thought it was going to be down farther, so I thought a straight line would work, and then I realized no, it's going to be, has to be around the collar, so I have to adjust it accordingly. But it'll be alright. I made this longer to begin with, so that it'll all work out. And here's the collar. As you can see, the painter's tape though did a really good job, like giving me measurements and whatnot. When you took it off, it kind of frayed a lot. It frayed the fabric quite a bit, and well, I don't really care because I'm just gonna it's all gonna be hidden anyways. But if you thought about using that and you don't want the fraying, then I'd suggest using chalk or pencil or something like that. Just a little note. So that's gonna be there. I'm gonna lose about an inch or so on the collar, about an inch, for seams and whatnot. But it's a little tall anyways, so it'll work out just fine. I got the yellow fabric here, which I haven't done anything yet because I have to get rid of all these frayed hems, and I'm gonna do that by folding it over and like gluing it, which I'm going to do with the arrow as well. Everything else I'm going to be able to hide the seams by sewing it and turning it inside out. But the arrow and this I'm going to have to do a little bit of glue. So yeah, it's going to look fantastic. It's starting to come together and I'm super excited. Alright, so I'm about done here, and I'm not sure if I'll have a video for you next Wednesday or not. I will be working on it, and I will probably do the filming, but I'm not going to be in a zone with Wi-Fi or any internet whatsoever. And I might be back in time to upload it, or might not, so it might be Thursday or Friday before you get it. But it will be coming out. And I will be working on it while I'm not in Wi-Fi, because there won't be much else to do. You might even get a new cosplay video out of me. I'm not sure. I might be able to smuggle a wig and costume with me to where I'm going. It'll probably be a Homestuck video. I wanted to do Keith, but I don't have anything for Keith other than a wig. But probably smuggle both wigs and figure it out when I'm there. Anyways, it'll either be Keith or John. We'll have to see. Anyways, if you like what I'm doing, just subscribe. It'll be somewhere up there. Not exactly sure. I'll figure it out later. And that's about it. We'll see you later.